The flying elephant. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a magical circus. The circus was home to all sorts of wonderful creatures. Lions that could dance, monkeys that could play the piano, and bears that could ride bicycles. But there was one creature that was different from all the others, a baby elephant named Dumbo. Dumbo was born with a pair of enormous ears. The other animals in the circus made fun of him because of his big ears. They would laugh and call him names, and Dumbo felt very sad. One day, a terrible thing happened. Dumbo's mother, who was very protective of him, got angry at the animals who were teasing her baby. In her rage, she attacked the people in the circus. As a result, she was locked up in a cage far away from Dumbo. Poor Dumbo was left all alone. He didn't have his mother to comfort him, and the other animals still made fun of him. One day, a kind mouse named Timothy decided to be Dumbo's friend. Timothy saw something special in Dumbo, although he didn't quite know what it was yet. The circus was facing a big problem. The main attraction, a famous trapeze artist, had gotten injured and couldn't perform. The owner of the circus was desperate to find a new act to keep the audience entertained. He decided to make Dumbo part of a new show. In the show, Dumbo was supposed to be a part of an elephant parade. But on the day of the performance, a mischievous crow dropped a feather into a bucket of water that Dumbo was standing near. When Dumbo accidentally splashed the water onto his trunk and then blew it out, he accidentally inhaled the feather. Suddenly, something amazing happened. Dumbo started to float into the air. At first, Dumbo was scared. He flapped his big ears wildly, and he soared higher and higher above the circus tent. The audience was in awe. They had never seen an elephant fly before. The other animals in the circus were also shocked. They couldn't believe what they were seeing. Dumbo and Timothy realized that his big ears were the key to his flying ability. With Timothy's encouragement, Dumbo learned to control his flight. He could go up, down, and even do somersaults in the air. The circus show became a huge success, and Dumbo became the star of the circus. However, not everyone was happy about Dumbo's newfound fame. Some of the other animals were jealous. They tried to come up with ways to stop Dumbo from flying. One night, they stole the feather that Dumbo thought was the magic thing that made him fly. Dumbo was heartbroken. He thought he wouldn't be able to fly anymore without the feather. But Timothy knew that Dumbo didn't need the feather. He told Dumbo that it was his big ears that made him fly, not the feather. Dumbo was skeptical at first, but he decided to give it a try. With a deep breath and a big flap of his ears, Dumbo took off into the air again. This time, he knew that the power was within himself. As time went on, Dumbo's fame spread far and wide. People came from all over the world to see the flying elephant. And the circus owner was very happy because the circus was making more money than ever before. One day, a kind-hearted woman came to the circus. She had heard about Dumbo and was touched by his story. She decided to buy Dumbo and set him free in a beautiful, open field where he could live happily. But Dumbo didn't want to leave his friends. He wanted to stay with Timothy and the other animals in the circus. So, the owner of the circus decided to change the way things were run. He stopped making the animals perform in cruel ways. Instead, he made the circus a place where all the animals could live in peace and be happy. Dumbo continued to fly in the circus shows, and he became an even greater star. His big ears, which were once the source of his sadness, were now his greatest asset. The other animals in the circus learned to accept him for who he was, and they all became good friends. In the end, Dumbo not only found his place in the circus but also taught everyone a valuable lesson. The story of Dumbo tells us that we should never judge others by their appearance. Just because someone looks different doesn't mean they aren't special. Everyone has their own unique talents and abilities, and we should celebrate those differences. Also, true friendship can help us overcome our greatest fears and challenges. Like Timothy, a good friend can see the best in us even when we can't see it in ourselves. And most importantly, we should always believe in ourselves, just as Dumbo learned that he didn't need a magic feather to fly. He had the power within him all along. So, no matter what others say or how difficult things may seem, we should have the courage to follow our dreams and show the world what we are truly capable of.